Then moving on to our next innovator, Dr. Rishikesh Damle. Dr. Rishikesh is a founder of one company called Atrimed, which has come up with many products. But as soon as COVID struck, he uh, he diverted all his capabilities to tackling COVID, and he has come up with two products. One is face wash, and the other is the Tapman, which measures the temperature. But it has a lot of innovations, which he will speak about. But I'm more excited about his, therapeutic molecules that he has already got in silico validation from ICMR labs, and now he is on to clinical trial phase 1. So a very well accomplished entrepreneur and scientist. Over to you, sir. What has been your take on challenge? Tackling this challenge, please.
Namaste, everybody. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So as soon as COVID started, we embarked on the research. Actually, we started our work in January when it was there in China of in silico modeling. Before that, I will say that we actually worked on 3 fronts. The first one is about the prevention. Prevention is antimicrobial sanitizer, antimicrobial face wash, and hair wash. These 3 things is all from herbal origin. At a point when everything was soap-based, we created non-soap-based face wash as well as non-soap-based, non-antibiotic based, hair wash. So we launched it around in May and June with the help of Bangalore Bioinnovation Center, and our Honorable Deputy CM had launched it. Then, meanwhile, I have a close friend of mine who is an engineer. So he was asking me, why should we be importing, handheld thermometers from abroad? Can't we do it here? I said, so we said that we can give you technical knowledge from, health-based knowledge. I'll tell you a simplest thing. The first conversation why it went ahead was, I told him, do you know that there is no infrared radiation which has been shot and which reflects back in the thermometer? He said, can you really explain me now? What is it about? So I told him that every surface actually emits infrared, and even human body emits infrared, and all you need to do is just to capture the infrared. You don't need to send the infrared and look at the reflection. So he said, I want to get a reading about it. Then I sent him some material. Then he realized that we can really do it much cheaper. That means all you need to do is the capture infrared without throwing the infrared on the body. So what happens is the cost becomes 50% if you have to just capture it. So with this technology, we developed infrared handheld non-touch thermometer, and I want to tell that this is any thermometer, handheld thermometer should be tested within 3 centimeters of the body if you really have to get the temperature, and the maximum error you can get is 0.3 Celsius. So we developed that instrument, and again, Honorable Deputy CM launched it. Meanwhile, during Jan, we created, there was somebody in France who published the data about the coronavirus spike glycoprotein, genomics. So we got hold of that, and we created a structure of spike glycoprotein. This is an in silico structure, and we screened. That we have 408,000 plant-based molecules with us. We screened against that, and another protein called RDRP. Then another protein which is these are proteases as well as envelope protein. And to our surprise, we found that there are some plants which have inhibitors of all the 3. So we approached ICMR. Unfortunately, we got access only in July, and we did in vitro study with the standard as remdesivir. And our drug was superior to remdesivir as far as in vitro is concerned. So then we asked for IC50 studies. I think probably this is the first time that anybody has done an IC50 study on a plant molecule. So even in IC50 studies, it was as good as remdesivir within that zone of 10 micromolar. Then we did acute toxicity studies, which is past acute toxicity studies. Then we conducted subacute toxicity study for 27 days. Even that has gone through. Then we finished phase 1. In phase 1 also, drugging is done. Observation is remaining for 2 days. And I can tell you with the assurance that there is no side effect, absolutely no side effect, because of the dosage. Acute toxicity study was done at 2000 mg per kg body weight. And, our dose is just 50 mg per kg body weight in humans. So we finished the phase 1. Now we are waiting for the phase 2 study. I have approached Ramaiah Medical College and here and there are a lot of obstacles as far as the herbal research is concerned today because of confusion which prevails today. So I think we will on this Friday we'll be approaching the the ethical committee, and because since the earlier study was registered with the CTRI at ICMR, probably we will get it through. Otherwise, maybe with some corrections. So hopefully by next 2 months, we will have an indigenous drug which kills the virus. This is not immunobooster or something. This really kills the virus. And personally, because there have been infections in my family, I can tell you that the people recover within 24 hours and RT-PCR becomes negative in 4 days. That's my personal experience, but I mean, that's not probably data which I can publish. But once I finish the study, because when we went to phase 2 study ethical committee, they were asking, why are you doing RT-PCR on the day 3? I said, sir, I know that on day 3 it is likely at least 50% of them will be negative. I said, how confident are you? So I said, I'm confident because of I have the result. I myself, my family people had positive on the 26th, and on 29th I have a result that they become negative. So if not 29th. So we are expecting 3 things here. First thing is, if you can make somebody RT-PCR negative within 5 days, that guy is definitely not going to infect others. Secondly, if you make somebody negative RT-PCR in 5th day, it's unlikely that he needs oxygenation or gets into ICU. Lastly, post COVID morbidity is an issue, because I've been interacting with the HODs of various medical colleges here. They are all my friends. And they say that post COVID, morbidity is really a concern, and vaccine is unlikely to be available for everybody for till next year December. Though the vaccine will come, because we have 50 crore people have to be at least vaccinated, and our capacity may be just 1 crore per month. So we need a drug. So hopefully we will give a drug to the world, which will kill the virus and make COVID person, better within 5 days. That's our aim. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dr. Damle, for giving us a brief on your innovations. It is very, very exciting, and I think it's a breakthrough. If it comes to if it crosses all the clinical trials that we are planning and approval, I think it will be of greatest value at this point of time. So wishing you all the best, and we are with you. I will also request Dr. Anita Gupta madam to help in whatever way possible from the central government side, because she sits on the many committees and boards for approvals. Okay.
Sure.
So as he said, we will prepare a kind of a report on this webinar and then send to principal scientific advisor.
Sure.